Chromia. So Chromia have launched a bunch of successful projects back in 2021. They're a blockchain that attaches a database to it. It's basically designed for dApp development. And while the price action has not been great so far this year, I still think there's room for this to do okay. It's going to depend on a few things that I'll talk about in this video. Now, before I get into it, if you're new here, this spreadsheet just shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these cryptos. These were coins I thought would do really well and make a lot of money. You can see what they were all worth when I recorded my videos. These are the highs these coins hit around about 16 months on, and these are what your profits would have been if you'd have put $100 into those coins. So 100 into each in that time would have made you over 123 grand. Now, obviously, we're in a bull cycle. If you're not happy with the portfolio you've got, or if you don't have one at all, it's time to get one sorted, because these markets are going to rip sooner or later. So if you are not sure where to get started, have a look at copymycrypto.com. That is the site I run. On the site, I share every coin I own with my members. And when I'm looking at buying or selling any crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell, the price that I'm going to do it at as well. So my members can copy along exactly, which means they make the exact same profit as me. They just don't have any work to do. If you go onto my site, you will see the profits my members have made. You can also see all our past successes. These are public record. They're all on the history of this channel, so you can actually verify it all. Also, there's testimonials from my members about the service they get at Copy My Crypto. If you're interested in the site, read through it all. And if you want to find out more, if you want to find out the coins I'm in, the ones that I think are going to make them massive gains, all you've got to do to find out about those coins is join up on the site, guys. Now, Chromia. So Chromia currently priced at 12.78 cents. It did, to be fair, early last year, rally all the way up to around 50 cents. At the end of December, it got back up to 33, so it's had a fairly significant pullback from where it was. It isn't on Coinbase, so that's worth noting. If it was to ever land on Coinbase, of course, it could have that Coinbase bounce that we all know and love. So the idea is Chromia is a modular relational blockchain platform. It's designed to make it easy for people to develop dApps. Now, it was founded by Chromia, which is a company that's been working on blockchain solutions since 2014 for a ton of different sectors like finance, real estate, gaming, and public services. They're also known for creating colored coins, which are user-defined assets on a blockchain that can represent anything from currencies to stocks to collectibles. The vision is to basically enable a new generation of dApps that scale beyond what's currently possible and address real-world problems, whether it's gaming, social media, finance, healthcare, education, governance, and more. Some of the things that they have launched have been pretty damn good. My neighbor Alice did very, very well when it launched. LEC, property chain is a land registry system, which is actually quite an interesting way of doing something, because obviously once it's on the blockchain, it's there forever, so it actually really does solidify your ownership of land. They also have Green Assets Wallet, which is a platform for green bond verification. That is a growth area that we are starting to see more and more of. They also have Hedgeit, which is a decentralized options protocol, Co-Write, which is a music streaming service. I'm not bullish on music streaming services at the moment. Chain of Alliance, which is a strategy game, and Vault 12, which is a custody solution. And Dome Nation, which is a blockchain gaming project. The founders are Henrik Hjelt, Or Perelman, and Alex Mizrahi. They work together on the colored coins, one of the first protocols to enable user-defined assets on a blockchain, as well as SafeBit, which was a user-friendly Bitcoin wallet. And obviously they founded Chromia. Chromia has done pretty well in fundraising, to be fair. They took a private sale that took place in 2018 that raised $3 million. They had a second public sale that took place in 2019 that raised $2.5 million from KuCoin Spotlight. And then Binance Labs invested an undisclosed amount in 2019 as well. They've also had strategic investment from Animoca Brands. Obviously, Animoca Brands is a well-known gaming developer for mobile games and blockchain gaming platforms. Now, since getting up and running, there's been some growth in terms of the ecosystem. I still think it's somewhat underdeveloped. My Neighbor Alice, as you can see, that was incredibly popular back in 2021. Chain of Alliance and Mines of Delania. Mines of Delania, very, very popular. VFB Stuttgart, digital collectibles marketplace. You got BLK DNM, connected fashion bridges and connects physical and digital fashion. Every connected item features a digital twin, a unique identity with a forever refund policy. That's actually quite a good idea. And Loudborn, which again is a RPG for Web3. And yeah, I think realistically, look, you would like to see a bit more here. That's quite underdeveloped from where it should be. But if we take a look at Explorer, Chromia's Explorer, so there are 27 dApps. Obviously, they don't show them all, but they will be the most popular. There's nearly 500,000 accounts, which is, again, a very good sign. 74 million of the tokens have been staked, so that's it's around 9%. And total transactions have been 57.5 million. So again, not bad, not bad. So as we can see, in terms of transactions, DNC seems to be getting the most. My Neighbor Alice gets quite a bit. Bridge Demo, Event Receiver, yeah. And then there's the relevant providers. So if we're taking a look at the assets, so DNC, yeah, not bad. So Chromia, obviously, one of the biggest, is going to have the biggest holders. But you've got copper, gold, iron, silver. So these are things off of Mines Delania. As you can see, Mines of Delania, huge amounts of tokens into that game, and it's again very popular game. So not a surprise in terms of blockchain metrics. 11.7 million transactions. Again, good signs. Good signs. Downside, like I said, from my perspective, is I would like to be seeing more statistics. So deposits have been 89 million. Total minted of Chromia 7.7 million. Total withdrawals 18 million. Yeah. But yeah, so really right now, I think this as a project definitely of interest. In the sense that they have had success with the launches of the projects that they've enabled, but we want to see A, more projects launching, B, you want to start seeing the Chromia team start actually doing a bit more of a push on simple stuff like marketing and advertising, and simple stuff of getting people's attention. Because it did pretty well in the last bull cycle. It hit $1.50. I don't think it's going to get that high this bull cycle. I think that's a big ask, particularly right now where the ecosystem is underdeveloped compared to so many out there. I mean, we've had layer ones launching in the past year or the past sort of 18 months that have ended up with bigger ecosystems already. And, yes, they've got tons of investment, but Chromia has something here. They have a good project. They've had successful launches. They've got a network that allows for solid development. I mean, land registries is actually a really valid use case. Not to mention, of course, My Neighbor Alice. It seems like gaming is probably the area that they seem to have a bit more focus on. So you'd want to see a greater growth in that gaming area. There is DPIN. You can use data and DPIN for this. But again, I think their focus probably makes the thing that makes the most sense right now is either real world assets or gaming. And with the amount of gaming projects that are launching. There is no reason Chromia can't entice developers to come to them. So maybe it's a case of not necessarily marketing and advertising for an investor, market and advertise for developers. Get developers on board. Grant systems that are in place will incentivize developers. You've got to start growing that ecosystem because there's something here. It was really liked. It was really well received in 2021. There's no reason it can't be that again, but they've got to push on the right things now. So ecosystem growth's got to be number one. Number two is bringing in investors. Now, personally, I think a really good way that they can do this is having one of those co-founders up in front of cameras. The reality is that we're in a bull cycle. Every time Bitcoin does a new all-time high, the Bloombergs of the world, the Fox Newses of the world want crypto founders on their TV screens, and there's no reason Chromia shouldn't have one of those founders getting in front of the camera, talk about Bitcoin, and then talk about their own project and start getting people to pay attention to it. It's a very simple tactic, but it works. I think if they do those things, I think this can get back to $1. But if they don't do those things, I think it will struggle. Because right now we've seen such an emergence of layer 1, such an emergence of layer 2s. We're inundated with them. We're drowning in them. So separating yourself from the herd has got to be through ways that they haven't tried yet. And one of those ways is marketing, advertising. And one of those ways is getting in front of camera, certainly getting developers on board. If you're a long-term Chromia holder, what are you hoping to see this year? Are there any projects that you're really excited about that Chromia are pushing forward? Are there any developments that you're really excited about them pushing forward with? Share your thoughts in the comments. And guys, we're in a bull cycle right now, and if you're not happy with your portfolio, have a look at my website, copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. So when I'm ready to buy or sell a crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell and the price that I'm going to do it at. My members can copy along exactly, which means they make the exact same profit as me and they don't have any work to do at all. If you go onto my site, you will see the profits that my members have made. You can see the successes that we have had. This is public record. You can verify it all on the history of this channel. If you are interested in the coins that I own, if you want to find out exactly what I'm in, the ones that I think can do the big gains, make the big profits, like I said with Phantom in 2020, when no one on YouTube was even talking about Phantom. All you've got to do to find out is join up on the site, guys. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Bye-bye.